They go three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
63, bad. No touch. Right anyway. Hey, no touch.
First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 7.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. 73. Man. Try left, get it. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
Go Silver, ready? Anyway,
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Yeah, the first carry for King Henry. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
Owen. You. Here's up. 180. Here's up. 180. Here's up. Yo.
On 4th down, they snap it to Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the Ravens' first down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7.
No, we changed it. Shut up.
From the gun, Jackson. Rolling right. Now he'll run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On 3rd and 1, here's Jackson. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the first down.
Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one caught for Dante Wester. This has been bizarre. From 2nd and a mile, a huge game, but still short of a first down.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, I'd be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
Pickup of the 11 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. Second down, Jackson. He's got his big target. That's Isaiah Likely. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. Back to throw, Jackson. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd and goal. Throwing Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, got him again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive. Brandon Graham gets in there for the sack, and now it's 3rd and goal. Jackson. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. LaJohntay Wester. Touchdown, Baltimore. What a terrific play at the back of the end zone. Greg, that is so hard to do, but something you did during your career. How do guys pull that off?
Yeah, the key here, Mike, is the concentration to not only see the ball, but then you have to feel the ground. You have to know exactly where you are in the back line of the end zone. And tell you what, this is about as good as it gets. Come down with the ball, 2 feet in bounds, touchdown.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. And he will take it in and tack on the 2 points to make it 8-0.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line.
Don't touch that. Don't touch.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
We are through one. It's the Ravens out front. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. A run with Barkley. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
A loss of a yard. Brings up
Lost
second
one
and
on the
11.
last play, so now it's second and 11. On play action, Hurts. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
73. Crowd left Yetis. Delta.
To throw is Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on fourth down.
It's a turnover on
I don't hate the decision, Mike. Be aggressive. Come away with a touchdown. But what the quarterback understands in this situation is you just can't hold the ball. You got to get it out of your hand, give your guy a chance to come down with it, and he puts the ball in harm's way and results in a pick.
Hopkins sent in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
This is Henry. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 3. They'll go again here with Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Raven first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Open man, that's Bateman downfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
No, we changed it.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. And he'll take it on in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversions.
Jackson out of the pistol. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Eagles nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
180, 180. No touch.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
63, 60. No touch.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Hey, 73,
At the Ravens' 47-yard line.
Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Throwing is Hurts. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. 3rd and 11.
Go Silver, ready? No touch that. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Forced to his right. Taking off, he'll try to get there. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
To throw is Hurts. That's incomplete. Daring ball on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down.
You. Come on. Hey.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving It'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Jackson now. Forced out wide. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
In motion goes Likely. Off the play fake. Jackson. He'll run again.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
No, we changed it.
Now Jackson. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. 35 yards.
First and goal, Baltimore.
Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. First and goal. Henry will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
Great, set.
Hurts to the air on first down. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be second down.
Hey, 73. Hey, let's go. Trimmer.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. A pass. Caught by Saquon. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Great, set.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked up by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. They'll start with an option play to the right. And he'll get 4 here up to the 24-yard line. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this second quarter. a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground here again. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Justice Hill to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Jackson on the move. Short, complete to Likely. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Hey, Mil. 180.
Jackson now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Harper very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
45-yard line.
180.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
The tackle landed at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now it's Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. They get 18 on the pitching catch. 1st down, Baltimore.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
3rd and short, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrew. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's down at the 3. What a run. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
That's holding at the 2. And he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now Jackson and the Ravens will try to tack on 2 more. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. So add a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Hey, Silver.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
No touch that.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
No touch that. 73.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. In motion comes Andrews. Play action now. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick 1st down.
Really nice throw downfield on that conversion. Brings up a new set of downs. And defensively, Mike, this feels like desperation mode. If you allow them to finish this drive with a touchdown, this game feels all but over.
They'll run the draw, and here's Henry. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They try to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
On play action, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Now, faking the give. He's got his tight end likely downfield. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. It's a big one for the Ravens. And even 30 yards. 1st and 10. Lamar going to work from the pistol. Open right side is likely. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. What are you? What is it?
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Jackson up top again. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Jordan Davis in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5. Second down, Jackson. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. LaJohntay Wester. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, in the end zone again, I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
And the pistol, Jackson ready. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Don't touch that! Don't touch it!
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Great. Don't touch it!
Once again, it's Barkley. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
On 3rd down, here's Hurts. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
That ball broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
He's got this complete. That's Smith. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. Big-time play for Philly. It's a gain of 34 from the 1-yard line. First down and goal.
Great, set. Delta.
Saquon trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
No
Hey,
gain on the play.
Silver.
Leads to
Delta.
second and
Barkley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. They still pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little.
Oh, a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And he's not going to get this. Very curious. He could just lined up for two and gone for it. Instead, they try this and come up empty. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
It's hot. 180. It's hot.
Bateman is the motion man.
Cut.
Off the play fake. Jackson. The throw. Left side. Caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
It's hot. It's hot. 180.
Now, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pitch.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
41-yard line.
Great, set. Delta.
On play action, Hurts. He airs this one out looking for Mechie. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. So a big one there to start the drive. It covers 51 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Great, set. Delta.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. That brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver are on the same page on that last pass.
No reason not to go for it at this point. They will on 4th and goal.
Delta.
Hurts. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
so much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Get hot! 180! Hey! Sit up!
A first down throw for Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. There's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Hey!
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Yo.
Here's Jackson. Out to his right. And he's going to somehow manage to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that's it. It'll be third down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play there. Jackson to Flowers. 47 yards.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
On first and 10, Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
Real quick, ready?
Second and 10.
Ready. Sit up.
Pistol formation with Jackson. High-headed defender draped all over. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter, and it forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
That one incomplete. Recovery outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Fourth down. Jackson. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Hey, easy, 63, bad. Great, set. 180.
A first down throw for Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On first down, it's Hurts. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And a nice return here as well. Takes it up to the 45-yard line.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down. Look at the three tight ends here on 1st and 10. Gonna go right back to Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
The 36-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking into the middle, there's Flowers. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal. That's a gain of 28.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point
Jackson at the pistol. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Fake the give, now it's Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And a nice return here as well. It takes it up to the 45-yard line.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Those are seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. So the big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and goal now from just inside the 10-yard line. Back to throw, Jackson. A big mistake, it was 1st and goal, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
These second-half red zone opportunities are critical, Mike. I mean, you're not going to score every single time you get down here, but it feels like at this point in the game, this might be my last chance to get this deep. You've got to make the most of those limited opportunities. At least come away with 3. You're hoping for 6, but in this case, you come away with 0.
He's going to try it here again. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. And they do it in blowout fashion. We thought this might be a competitive battle. It was anything but. Points came early and often. They cruised to an easy victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.